Hey, what's up guys, John here. The biggest backroom real estate deal just happened. It's going to change home ownership in America forever, and it was done quietly late last night as we stepped into the weekend, hoping to go unnoticed. Well, I'm here to kind of show you what's going to happen here because this is absolutely crazy. The FHFA, Federal Finance Housing Agency, and Freddie Mac are going to begin issuing second liens on homes. It's going to start really small, a little $2.5 billion program. Loans are going to go upwards of $78,000 in that range, but it's going to go all the way up to a $3 trillion loan program, which could equate to 30% of all homes all throughout America. Now, when you see what's unfolding in the U.S. economy with inflation, you look at insurance, tax, you look at everything that's happening right now.
Homeowners are abandoning home insurance because of skyrocketing costs.
Property taxes are up for many of us, 440% increase in property tax.
It's pretty wild, right? But it pales in comparison to where we're going. The next year is going to get nuts in America. I personally don't think we're probably going to see a real estate crash because it doesn't incentivize and really benefit this next stage, what we're doing in the housing market, where we're all going together. Now I'm going to break this down for you. I'm going to show you step by step. I'm going to give you the real presentation. I've been everywhere in America looking at all these housing markets because I hear, this market's booming, that market's booming, this market's crashing. It's one thing to see clips on social media. It's another to walk the job sites. It's another to drive by all these neighborhoods, speak to people that live there, and really go into these communities. I'll tell you, it's worse than what they're telling you. Austin, Phoenix, it's a bloodbath. There's so many damn homes under construction right now. It's crazy. I'm in Las Vegas right now. You can see the MGM behind me. And there's tons of apartments, tons of homes, all under construction. A lot of businesses closed down. It's not this booming economy that people are talking about. At least that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to show you what's coming next to help you and position you for this, because if you're a renter, if you're a homeowner, if you are a real estate investor, you have to pay attention to the facts, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I'll break it down for you. I'll give you the facts. Also, today's video is sponsored by Atha Energy, but more on that in just a little bit. Take a look at this. So I'm going to set this tripod up so you guys can see this. So FHFA, this is a government website, FHFA.gov. You can see the URL right here. This is going to be a $2.5 million or $2.5 billion program, right? Maximum loan amount $78,000. Right? This is maximum. So they're not going to be issuing the maximum on all of these properties. They're probably going to issue 10K, 20K, 30K, 50K, 60K, in that range, right? The smaller the loan, the better, because they get their name on the title for very little money, right? So they're saying that they want to move this to and just to show you, this is the same exact program. This is Freddie Mac, conditional approval for Freddie Mac. This is Yahoo Finance. This is Freddie Mac right here, and they're talking about a $3 trillion plan that could be injected to the U.S. housing market that won't cost taxpayers any money. It's going to basically be free money. So you think about this. If they're going to issue $3 trillion and they're going to go, let's say, maximum loan amount of $78,000, which they're not going to do maximum loan amount for every single property, but let's say that they are. It's 38 million homes. 38 million homes. That is, the population of California, just the population, not homes, is about 40 million. So imagine if every single one of those people in California owned a home. It would basically be like issuing a loan to the entire population. It's crazy. Now, 144 million homes in America. And so based on that number, divided by the 38 million homes, divided by the entire supply of housing, which is 144 million, you'd have 26%. 26% of America would be getting one of these loans. That is wild. And they're talking about, timelines really, they're saying, timelines based, around August and, the autumn, right? So letting Freddie Mac do this for home equity loans could start putting $1 trillion into consumers' wallets as soon as the summer and $2 trillion by the autumn. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But it's not half as crazy as when you start to connect these dots and you start to really kind of look at this. So think about this. When they have a second lien, they, if the homeowner defaults, then they could have the right to foreclose or make a deal with the person in first lien, right? So it would allow them to essentially do these foreclosures quietly. Not like 2008, 2009, 2010. Things hit the fan. You drive down any street in America, there's 20 for sale signs, all with the foreclosure banner on top of it. the rider right on top of the sign. It's not going to be like that anymore, because they would basically be able to take these properties over and either turn them to affordable housing or whatever they wanted to do, but they would have a lot of rights and authority over these homes. Well, think about it. April 10th, 2024, VA announces a new program to help more than 40,000 veterans stay in their homes. So they're not reporting on these VA defaults, not reporting on it. So you're not hearing about that. Why? Right? FHA, they are not reporting on it. Right now, they say that there's this new loan mod program, and you can reduce your payments up to 25% as long as you're paying the other 75%. And that's not going to be reported. HUD.gov, February 21st, 2024, the new offering called the Payment Supplement, right? So why is this happening? Well, think about this. If you think that the housing market is booming, and I think the housing market is booming, and Sally thinks the housing market is booming, and Joe thinks it's booming, what's going to happen? People are going to think, hey, I got a lot of equity in my home. Everything's great. Meanwhile, the tax collector is really making out like a bandit, because they're going to be able to tax you on this fake value. And so right now, property taxes have increased 25% since 2019. 25%. That's insane. Homeowners paying nearly 38% more for insurance. 38% more for insurance. Well, if you live in Florida, homeowner insurance was about $1,900 in 2019. Now, depending on where you live, of course, they're talking about quotes in that $10,000 to $11,000 range sometime next year. So, and the average right now is about $8,500. So it's about 400% increase just in Florida. But here's where this whole thing comes in, because maybe you are a homeowner, you own your home outright, or maybe you are an investor and you're like, look, John, I'm not going to get one of those loans. Come on. Only a fool would get one of those loans. Well, this is where it all kind of comes together. This came out yesterday. So the same exact day, think about this, June 21st, right? The same exact day, they say extreme heat is making residential power cuts by utilities a matter of life and death, a new political target. And so during the 19 situation, they said, there was basically a moratorium with these utility companies. In most states, they had to keep the utilities on. So about 40 states had statutory-based utility disconnection protections. 40 states. Well, now with everything that's happening with heat waves and all of this conversation around that topic, they're saying, what we need to do is we need to bring these states together and bring forward a way to where we can make energy more affordable. You have to make energy more affordable. Now, how are they going to do this? Well, this article came out about 3 years ago. White House pushing 80% clean U.S. power in the next 5.5 years, right? And so what's going to happen here is we're going to start to, and you're already hearing about this, how we're tapping into our own natural resources, we're closing down gas and oil leasing, and we are moving and switching to clean energy. In a world transitioning to clean energy, uranium is seeing a resurgence. Nuclear energy, once deemed unsafe due to incidents like 3 Mile Island in the 1970s and Chernobyl in 1986, has undergone a transformation. Today's reactors are safer, cleaner, and more efficient. The industry has evolved, overcoming past challenges to become a cornerstone in the clean energy revolution. And Atha Energy Corp is at the forefront of this movement. Investing in Atha Energy presents a compelling opportunity in the uranium sector, with nuclear energy poised for a renaissance. And Atha Energy's strategic position. This is a prime moment for investors to capitalize on the surging uranium market. America, being the biggest consumer of nuclear energy for heating and electricity, consumes 30% of the world's nuclear energy for electricity. It provides 20% of the country's electricity, powering millions of homes and businesses with a reliable and clean energy source. The U.S. mainly imports uranium from Kazakhstan, Australia, and Canada, with Kazakhstan and Niger facing geopolitical issues that make them unreliable. And the recent bipartisan bill now bans the import of enriched uranium from Russia. In these situations, Atha Energy, based in Canada's Athabasca Basin, is the best option due to its stable jurisdiction and high-grade uranium deposits. Atha Energy Corp, with the largest land position in the Athabasca Basin, is unlocking the future of uranium. The Athabasca Basin is home to the richest uranium deposits on the planet. For a decade, two pioneering prospectors meticulously staked 4.8 million acres, securing ATHA's unmatched land assets. ATHA's stock ticker SASKF recently priced at 48 cents with a market cap of 130 million. Analysts predict a target of $2.25, presenting a 400% upside. ATHA Energy is starting its first ever drilling program, marking the beginning of immense value creation. They are cashed up and ready to explore. Potential upside: ATHA's assets have historically been proven to be extremely valuable. Previous land staked by these two prospectors led to discoveries worth billions. ATHA's Engelak project, with a historic resource, is set to continue its success, with a CEO who has a track record of major uranium discoveries. ATHA Energy is positioned for extraordinary growth. Join ATHA in pioneering the future of nuclear energy. ATHA Energy Corp, unparalleled assets, limitless potential. For more information, visit the link in the description just below this video. What we're going to start to see here is all homes in America move in this direction, where everything is going to start to, move towards renewable energy, clean energy, and this isn't going to be cheap for a lot of these homeowners. You got to throw solar on your roof. I mean, just for context, this is kind of what it looks like. You have to have energy efficient home design, renewable energy resources, backup energy storage systems, energy monitoring systems. I mean, solar, of course. You have high performance insulation, air sealing, double pane windows, energy efficient appliances, hybrid water heater, energy efficient HVAC, like a lot of different things, right? This isn't just like, you throw some solar on your roof and it's a done deal. And when they say that they want to reduce, the fossil fuel use by 80%, and they want to really move everything towards clean energy, they mean it. The White House, think about this right here, requiring utilities to move away from coal and natural gas is a cornerstone of Biden's plan to slash greenhouse gas emissions in half across the US economy. Now, think about this, requiring utility companies. Then you have this article that came out yesterday saying that, utility companies need to work to make energy more affordable. What does this all mean? Of course you know what it means. It means that we're going to be moving into this direction. So as people are sitting on record high debt with sky high inflation, increased taxes, insurance, everything is going to be going up, 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 then homeowners are going to be getting hit with a new bill. So I think that what we're going to see here is we're going to see inflation get a lot worse. I mean, look at this, for example. Massachusetts, 2022. That they have a decarbonization roadmap, calls for efficient electric heating in approximately 1 million homes. 1 million homes. New York, Governor Kathy Hochul announces today a plan to achieve 2 million climate-friendly electrified or electrification-ready homes, right? All the same date. This is where we're all going. What a 20 million heat pump commitment means for the U.S. just last year, 80% clean power. So when you kind of see this, you can see the clear next step. You're already seeing it with home builders. I'm seeing it driving across the country. Now they have this new building standard where essentially it increases the cost. This is according to the National Association of Home Builders. This is their data, not mine. What they are saying right here, National Association of Home Builders, is going to cost the average home built by $31,000, an additional $31,000 to build it based on these new energy standards. And it's going to take about 90 years for a buyer to realize a payback. So what do I think is going to happen? I think we're going to see inflation get a lot worse. I think we're going to see a lot of people losing their homes. I think we're going to see a major shift towards how people get energy, where energy comes from. We're going to see more and more and more change coming for the U.S. housing market. Am I saying real estate's a bad investment? Definitely not. I think real estate's an incredible investment. But you do need to understand where America is going, all the traps that are going to be set forward in this U.S. economy, all the changes that are going to be coming for homeowners, and what people need to do to position themselves in advance for this. If you live in a certain area, you should be studying the changes coming to your local jurisdiction. If you live in LA, for example, you go to LA Building and Safety or Department of Building and Safety, ladbs.org. You can go to different areas and you can just look at what these building code changes will mean. I believe it's gonna push a lot of people into hardship, especially when you couple this with all the changes unfolding in the U.S. job market. You're seeing a lot of jobs starting to get pulled back. You're seeing real wages fall. I mean, and then you have AI and all these other changes and modifications coming in the next 5-10 years. It's going to equate to a lot of wealth trading hands. What do you think about this entire situation? I think it's massive. I think it's huge. I think we're going to see a lot of people, stepping into real estate as an investment that have a lot of money. And I think we're going to see a lot of people saying, you know what, it's just less hassle to rent. I think I'm just going to rent. What do you think about this? Let's have a conversation below. Please hit the like button. And for more information on Atha Energy, click the link in the description just below this video. Catch you next video.